welcome back to my Get Good Guides with FBot10s, and today we're going to be looking at Ahri. So without further ado, let's hop right into our room page. Ahri is typically right now on patch 8.23, be doing Electrocute. It's pretty typical. Most Ahri players. I picked Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter as my secondaries, and then my secondary tree line. I really like Nimbus Cloak, which is going to combo really well with her ult, and then Scorch. And then for these new runes, at least on this patch, I take purely offensive, and then this one is really just about your matchup, depending if you're playing a AD Assassin, AP Spell Slinger, if you just want the extra health. That's really going to be changed from game to game. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into the build page. All right, so for our build page, your first item is obviously going to be Doran's Ring for most spell slingers. If you're in a favorable matchup, then taking a Dark Steel is perfectly fine. Potions and then boots in your first bag. This is going to be your core build. Obviously, these items can change. For example, Morello's is pretty good, especially if you're going into somebody who likes to build like Gunblade or some high health scaling champions. And Zonia's is amazing, so you definitely want to pick that up. Go ahead and copy this down, take a second, and we'll hop straight into her mechanics. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Ari's passive. Whenever Ari hits a champion with the ability, uh, two times within 1.5 seconds, she gains bonus movement speed. So this is pretty basic. Combo with our other abilities, as soon as you hit it twice, you're going to gain that bonus movement speed. And it's going to be helpful to keep up with champions as they're trying to back away when you're trying to go in with your combo. So go ahead with the Q. This is Orb of Deception. So it's going to throw an orb towards your desired area, and on the way back, it's going to do true damage instead of magic damage, but the same amount. So it's going to be more important to hit the back of the orb than the front. So if you want to throw it, comes and then comes back out. In order to reposition to see where the ball goes, you can throw and then move, and you're going to see the ball comes towards me. So if an enemy champion is trying to run away, you can kind of follow them, and then the orb will come back to you and hopefully strike them. Also, at nine stacks, so when it hits enemies, at that 9 stacks, it's going to heal the next time you throw it. So based on how many times it hits, so you're going to see it's going to glow green, and then when you throw it, it's going to heal you up and additionally do the same amount of damage. So Ari's W. This is kind of passive. So basically, there are seeking missiles that go around Ari. You're going to see right here. And when you get near an enemy champion, they're going to fly towards them, or an enemy at that. They're going to prioritize champions, but um, they obviously don't have to go there. They can go towards minions. Um, Maxing order, you're going to max Q, W, and then E. That way you can get as much damage off as possible. So this is the bread and butter of Ari, which is her charm, and I think most people who have played against an Ari can recognize this. So basically, it is kind of a taunt from a distance, um, and you're going to throw it. It's a skill shot, single target. If it hits them, they're going to start walking towards you for 1.4 seconds, which scales with the level. And then they also become vulnerable, so they'll take more damage from Ari's abilities. So what you're going to do is you're going to throw this out, and they'll start walking towards you. Um, the combo in this case is going to be you want to E, hit the E, you're going to Q, and then W to finish them off. Go proc, electrocute, and get a whole bunch of damage off. All right, so Ari's R. This is a combination of 3 dashes. So the first time you use it's going to be the first dash. Second time will be the second dash, and the third. You have to use those all within 10 seconds before it goes on cooldown. Each dash is also combined with basically another mini W, so it's going to do damage. I'll show you right here. You're going to fly and it's going to throw bolts. You're going to fly and throw bolts, fly and throw bolts. And it'll go on cooldown after the 3 times. So Ari is more about repositioning than it is about aggression. So for example, you can walk right up to him, try to hit him with a combo like that, but the use of the alt is not to just fly straight at somebody, right? So let me do this. So let's say you've got an enemy here, right? If you really want to surprise them, don't ult straight towards them because if they have CC, they're just gonna throw it at you and you're gonna get locked down. Um, but you want to kind of like, all to the side and then all to the side and then, all around. You want to kind of reposition yourself so that you're in the best position to make a play during a fight, rather than just kind of like ulting straight at them. Um, the ult is also utility, so if you get into trouble, the enemy jungler comes in, you can ult out. The ult can dash over walls as well, just like that. And yeah, that's the basic mechanics of Ari. A couple things to keep in mind: Ari's charm is more important to have than it is to actually use in some cases. So, for example, if you throw it, it's going to be on an 8-second cooldown, at least at the level I'm at. An 8-second cooldown is a pretty long time. When you're in lane, that's going to be even longer. So if you miss that charm, you're going to be very vulnerable to ganks and then additionally the enemy champion coming at you. So just having the charm up is sometimes enough to keep them back. Um, additionally, within fights themselves, um, you want to really make sure you keep one of these dashes to get out if you get in trouble. So if you dash in, you want to make sure you got one more to get back out. And if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. So um, yeah, that's Ari. She's very fun to play. I think she's actually pretty mechanically intensive compared to some of the other champions because the dashes allow for so much utility and playmaking. But you really need to mess around with it, get the combos down. Not holding straight at people all the time, and once you get that down, she's extremely um, fun and snowbally. I mean, to be honest. So, yeah, that's my Ari quick guide. I hope you liked it. Make sure to leave a like and comment the champion that you want me to do my next guide on. And until then, get good.